Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get the updates. Released for today's video. It's Tuesday. On Tuesdays, I test my palate, and what better way than a mystery beer where I literally have no idea what's inside. This one's courtesy of Ross. Thanks so much, Ross. I really appreciate it. And let's hope it doesn't have any natural or artificial flavorings, because apparently my the parts of my body that sense things don't do a really good job with those. It's a very full fill. Okay. I feel like I could have done a better job than that, but it's still intact, so that's good. All right, so it's very dark, obviously, and the head's going away also very quickly. So right off the bat, I'm thinking higher ABV, right, based on the look of it and the fact that it's not sticking around very long. Yeah. Oh man, I tell you what, I didn't really look at it just because of like me getting nervous about the the integrity of the paper, and you can see. I mean, I still can't see it. But anyway, the integrity of the paper staying and all that for the video. I didn't really watch it pour, because sometimes you can see like in a beer like this maybe like how brown and versus black it is as you're pouring it. But tell you what, when it's in the glass, it's motor oil. And it's, if nothing else from this review, it makes me really happy. Every once in a while this happens, because sometimes as I'm trying to explain in beers that are dark how much brown versus black it is, I feel like I'm kind of being a little extra. But this is a really good reminder of no, it's worth saying, because this beer is black. There's like the very bottom, I see a little bit like crimson brown. Other than that, I mean, this is motor oil, and that is different. So it is worth kind of getting into the nitty gritty of, brown versus black and where it is on that spectrum. All of that being said, no ahead time of me talking about it. It's black as day. Legs for sure. The lacing goes away quickly. I'm guessing this is pretty darn high just on how it looks. Let's get into the aroma. I like that. I like that a lot. I get some vanilla, and I'm not sure. I think this is a barrel-aged beer. Stout based on the look, although I'm not getting a ton of stout characteristics yet, because I'm getting like this big sweet, against like vanilla. I think a little bit of spirit in there too. I'm getting some dark fruits. I'm not going to say adjuncted with dark fruits, but like that is in the smell, which stout can kick out. Some sweet chocolate, so like milk chocolate, brownie. Yeah, still getting like the dark fruit thing, like the blue or dark berry, like blueberries and stuff. What was that? I'm really leaning into barrel, like maybe a little bit of coconut too, like things you can get in the barrel. And like this brownie, almost like a light cinnamony note, but again, like the blueberry thing. I don't think it has cinnamon in it, but like you're getting a little whisper of that as well. Which I've been drinking some more like whiskeys and bourbons. I haven't done it on the channel yet. I probably will, especially on a Tuesday like today. But in a lot of those, I get a little bit of cinnamon. So if this is barrel aged, maybe it is actually pulling some of that, what I get, the cinnamon I get out of spirits. But anyway, I'm really excited for the taste because it smells awesome. Cheers. Thanks again, Ross. Whatever this beer is, this is fantastic. Some warmth on the chest. I'm not getting in the taste, which is nice. But this beer, this has to be. The fact that it's a can is throwing me off, because it's kind of drinking like I could see this being, and this is maybe gonna come back to bite me, but like even like a Bourbon County. Obviously, it's not, but like it has some nice viscosity to it. It has like that chocolate. It definitely is barrel aged. So I'm going to say it's probably around like 15%. Like I think this is pretty high. So it's impressive it's not on the taste. There is some roast. Really nice chocolate. I'll say this too. Yeah, this is someone's big barrel-aged stout, aged in bourbon or whiskey barrels. I don't think it has coffee in it, but this burned me on a different mystery beer a while ago where I was getting a lot of chocolate, and the coffee in it kind of upped the chocolate. So yeah, I don't think this has coffee in it, but like that chocolate, I think the beer can naturally get there without cacao nibs or like a coffee roast adding. But it's also not a particularly roasty beer, so that's why you get like an oomph of that chocolate. But I don't think it's being helped by something like coffee. I don't get coffee specifically, but there's a little bit of roast there, but not. You can easily get that from the base. Is what I'm getting at. I'm gonna, if there's any adjuncts besides barrel, they're very subtle. So I don't think there is how I'm tasting. And unlike many of these mystery beers where myself and other people sometimes forget to weigh in on if we like it or not, I already said I like this. Like this is totally my wheelhouse. I like this beer a lot. It's a little oily and syrupy, but it sticks on the palate, stays on the palate. It's not overly sweet. It's not that oaky. So like recently I did a mystery beer from Joe from the Beer Patrol, and if you watch me, you should definitely watch him. And I thought it was Narwhal's, I thought it was Sierra Nevada's Narwhal aged in bourbon barrels, because I remember that one being very oaky, and it ended up being basically the same beer but from Brooklyn. It was their Black Ops aged in Four Roses. And it was very oaky, not so much bourbony. So like I don't think it's one of those because I'm not getting that level of oak. I'm getting more of it's spirit barrel aged, not just like oak aged. So I'm gonna say 15%, no adjuncts, stout. Obviously, I don't think it's a Russian Imperial stout because it's not like roasty enough. So I'm saying 15%. Imperial stout aged in bourbon or whiskey barrels. Couldn't tell you the brewery or anything like that. And again, I don't think there's any adjuncts. But if there is, it would be something that's going to up that chocolate. Man, this is good. I wasn't expecting to drink 16 ounces of a big beer today, and I'm not mad about it either. All right. I don't recognize it yet. It's from Pipeworks. Okay. Is there... Where is this starting? I don't know. Oh, it's like a collab with them in that Biney's store? Mangling the can. I had such a... And then it gets caught where I can't get it. I don't want to pierce the can. Is this my worst unraveling? It's wet. I can't deal with this part of the tape. Let's do it this way. Just make the biggest mess we can. But as I've said in other videos, I know people aren't watching these to see me do well with the beer. They want to see me not do well with the beer, and they also don't want to see me do well with the opening of the beer. It's much more entertaining if I do a horrible job describing the beer, and if I do a horrible job of unveiling it. Plus, it builds up the suspense. How close was he, or how off was he? All right, and nothing Ross did. It was my own pour, and then that affecting my ability to get that tape off. Anyway. Look how bad this is. I'm so curious to actually read it and see how I did, but look what I did to this guy. All right, so Pipeworks, Intrinsic Duality #1. Wow, I mean, okay. I did really well, except I missed one thing. Bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. Oops, misread that on purpose. Oh wait, the microphone's over here on purpose. It's a bourbon barrel aged imperial milk stout. I didn't pick up lactose. It does have a level of sweet. You know what? This happened the last one too. I did, right? Where I got some vanilla on the aroma, and I talked about how sweet the beer was itself, and I didn't put two and two together. This is 2 mystery beers in a row where I had lactose and identified the exact same 2 characteristics. And like sweetness doesn't have to be from lactose, and vanilla also doesn't. But like when I tasted it, it wasn't particularly vanilla-y anyway. Aged for 36 months. That would explain why it was so obviously barrel aged. That's awesome. 3 years. Wow. And here's the best. It's 15.3% ABV, and I said 15. So other than not picking up the lactose, I mean, this is definitely a win. You know, I mean, this is definitely like as close. I mean, yeah, this is about as close as you can be. But yeah, it looks like maybe is it a collab with the Biney's store? I went to one when I was out in Colorado. Oh my God, out in Chicago, and it just says art by it's too small. I can't read it. Let's see, barrel aged imperial stout. Good thing I kept looking and read more. All right. So I was going to say, AA plus if you give A pluses. We're going to have to give it an A minus. Listen to this. Barrel-aged stout with cacao nibs, lactose, and vanilla. Okay. So I'm a big fan. I'm enjoying it of the, grading myself and people grading how I did. And I mean, I was almost exactly right with the ABV. I knew it was barrel aged and like really strong with the barrel aging. I smelled some vanilla. I mentioned if it does have any adjuncts, it's something that's upping that chocolate, so cacao nibs, maybe even coffee. So I think, and in comment section below, like disagree or agree. Like I want to hear opinions. I think me acknowledging you could get this beer without the addition of chocolate, of cacao nibs, cocoa powder, whatever. I think you could, but like it was really chocolatey, and I identified that. So I think that's still kind of keeping me, A range, let's say. The lactose and vanilla, I got it in the aroma. I didn't get much in the taste. And I know I'm the vanilla police, and there's never enough vanilla for me, but except this guy. I don't get a ton of vanilla. I just want to see how much I've consumed because I'm already starting to feel it, I think, but it'd be too fast for my body to metabolize that. I just wanted to kind of pour it out and be like, all right, how much have I had so far? Okay, so I'm going to stick, if you do A pluses, like if that's in your grading policy, I think it's an A. If A is your top, I'll say an A minus, that's fine, but it's in the A range, in my opinion. But feel free to just green why. Man, this was a fun beer. Delicious. What a delicious beer this is. I don't know. I love this. I love this beer. I love how I did. This is I forgot to say this, so I'm trying to kill some time. It's snowing right now until it stops in about 2 hours. So that's going to be fun in 2 hours with this in my body. I'll use a snowblower, but it'll be fun starting that guy up. And, let's hopefully the next beer review, I have all my digits. How about that? But yeah, thanks again, Ross, man. I really appreciate it. Have you guys had this beer before? How do you think I did? Anything that relates, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untappd. It's No Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.